last upload that I did, I just said I don't trust Trump, and I feel like the tariffs will make the economy get worse. Now we're seeing UPS has announced that they're going to lay off 20,000 workers. That's 20,000 different people that will not have a job. 20,000 different lives that could be destroyed. Here we go. Trump only been in there for 100 days, man. That's about 3 months. And look at the economy. It's worse than before. We thought it couldn't get no worse with Biden in there. It's even worse. Well, I ain't gonna say we, but some people. Family. You already know what to do, and if you're brand new too, thumbs up this video so YouTube can push this content out. Smash subscribe to join the tribe. And ring the post notification bell as well. Let's listen to the people talk about what's coming.
Donald Trump and the tariff war. If y'all follow this comment, I made a video back in February of this year talking about how this was going to take everybody under. Do y'all believe me now? I tried to warn y'all, and I told y'all these tariffs weren't going to be good for anyone. And now here we are, April of 2025, and UPS is laying off 20,000 workers in 2025. Why? Their biggest customer, Amazon. Deliveries are down, way down. And that's tied to higher costs, slower import, and global companies pulling back because of the tariffs. Trump slapped tariffs on China like it was a flex. But all it did was raise prices for consumers, shrink business, and push companies like Amazon to cut back. And now UPS is closing 73 buildings by next summer. And this is just phase one. Politicians don't care about job loss. Elections have consequences, and this is one of them. So do y'all still think it didn't affect you? Well, think again. Stay alert. Stay informed. I'm just here to connect the dots for you. I said this in my last video. Donald Trump was in office when COVID happened and everything shut down and businesses lost money. This man is an undercover hater, and he putting all y'all out of business.
We have breaking news right now. UPS has announced that it will be cutting 20,000 jobs this year because of cost-cutting measures, because of fewer deliveries from Amazon. Layoffs will impact about 4% of its workforce. Now, you want to know why there are fewer deliveries from Amazon? Because people are purchasing less right now because the economy's not as great. And also, there are fewer imports coming into America because of tariffs and higher costs. This move, according to CBS News, is part of UPS's plan to consolidate its facilities and workforce. It'll close about 73 buildings as well by the end of June 2025. But in today's regulatory filing, UPS said, quote, the cuts are in connection with our anticipation of lower volumes from our largest company. And as a result of this consolidation plan, UPS is expected to save more than $3.5 billion in revenue just this year. We'll see what happens next, but know that cost cuts are coming for UPS. Job cuts are coming. Spread the word.
UPS just announced that they're cutting 20,000 jobs. I'm not going to panic just yet. When they cut jobs from the post office, that's when I'll start panicking. Them motherfuckers will hire anybody. I worked at the post office for 3 years, on and off, because they kept letting me come back. You could literally walk into a post office right now. No badge, not have put in an application, didn't even take the test. They won't even know who you are. They'll just put you to work. They'll be like, hey, you'll take Route 20? You'll take C18? Yeah, we need you to go ahead and take these packages that's sitting right here. You ain't even got to take one of the trucks. If you got a car big enough, they'll throw it in the back of your car. I've taken my car plenty of times on routes. They be like, oh, you driving the Journey today? Yeah. Go ahead and take Route 3 and go ahead and load up C22 because we going to need you to take them routes. I promise you, when they start making cuts, that's when it's time to be scared. That's when it's time to panic because they'll let anybody work there. Anybody. They'll let a dog work there. They'll let a cricket that jumped in through the door work at the post office. I promise you, anybody can work at the post office. So when they start making cuts, that's when it's time to panic because them folks don't care. They'll pay you as long as you work. They may not pay you accurately. They may not pay you on time, but they're going to pay you eventually if you're willing to work.
I didn't even know it was that bad at the post office. Where I'm from, a post office job was considered a good job. Maybe not right now in this current economy, but back a couple years ago, that was a flex working at the post office. The dudes might try to get them a girl that work at the post office and vice versa. But look, we seeing USPS, they still holding on as of right now. But UPS is not looking too good. It's not looking too good at all.
Hey, maggots. UPS just announced they're laying off 20,000 people by the end of June 2025. They said due to the tariffs and the economy, people are not shopping, and this has affected their biggest customer, Amazon. So they are laying off 20,000 people by the end of June, just in a few months. This is what you voted for. This is making America great, right? No? Yeah? You still on that dumpy pants train, aren't you? That Kool-Aid's strong. That Kool-Aid's strong.
Big news out of UPS, they're laying off 20,000 employees. And the reason they're doing this is because Amazon shipments are just down that drastically. So this is going to affect about 4% of their workforce. And why are Amazon shipments down so much? Well, obviously people aren't purchasing as much. I've heard some people throw around tariffs. I've heard people throw around the economy, and all of those things could be true. But is this necessarily a bad thing if people are now buying things locally? Also, during the pandemic, Amazon is one of the few places that actually increased their sales. Their profitability during that time went up 220% because obviously everyone was at home and ordering stuff from home. During this same time, a lot of local small businesses, restaurants, mom and pop stores, a lot of them were struggling and still haven't made it all the way back. This is on top of them announcing last year that they were going to be cutting 12,000 jobs. And not only are they cutting these jobs, they're going to be closing 73 different locations of their facilities by June of this year, 2025.
So we've got some more troubling news related to jobs and the economy this morning. UPS is cutting 20,000 jobs due to slower shipments, and they are citing the fact that they are getting far fewer deliveries via Amazon. Amazon is UPS's biggest customer, and they are slowing down their deliveries due to the economic conditions caused by Donald Trump's tariffs. The job cuts represent around 4% of UPS's workforce. They also announced that they are going to close 73 of its buildings by the end of June 2025. Companies all across the country are bracing for a massive slowdown of the economy and far fewer sales. Price increases are also already taking effect, and shortages are soon expected. We're going to continue to follow this story and more, so make sure you're following our account and add the Midas Touch podcast on Apple Podcasts and Spotify. We've got a new episode out right now.
Closing 73 facilities by June. It's about to be May. By the time you watch this video, it might already be May. June is the next month after. Things speeding up, ain't it? They flipped that switch. Remember when Klaus Schwab made that announcement? Now we're seeing all of these different events every single day. Everything is hitting the fan. We're seeing mass layoffs. June? Remember, the recession is supposed to happen this summer. And summer begins when? June. The end of June. See how strategic they do these things?
UPS is going to lay off 20,000 people and close a bunch of facilities. The reason that's happening is because Amazon is a big partner with them and their prices are going up, so they have to cut costs somehow. UPS is paying for it.
Breaking news. UPS just announces on 4/29/2025 they are cutting 20,000 jobs. If shipments aren't coming in from ports because of the trade war and the tariffs, we're not going to need delivery. Grocery shelves are going to be empty. Get ready. This is a recession coming like never before. Fast and furious. Please get your finances in order. Have a written budget. I have spreadsheets link in my bio. Cut expenses, eliminate expenses, and also reduce expenses. If you're overpaying on your cell phone, get on the phone. Shop around your car insurance. Cancel and change anything that you can. Do not buy anything major right now. Let's see if this all calms down, especially large items, cars, appliances, vacations. You can't afford them. Also, you can go to warntracker.com, put in your company, and see if there is a 90-day layoff notice that you are unaware of. This is breaking news, and more layoffs will be coming. Follow for all things personal finance.
Bad news to the U.S. economy thanks to Donald Trump's tariffs. UPS announces they will cut 20,000 jobs and they will close many facilities by June because of the slowdown in orders and their shipments that they would get from Amazon, and it's all due to Trump's tariffs. 20,000 jobs at UPS are being cut. No telling how many more thousands. If you happen to be a company that you are happy to get laid off of, and you see my TikTok, let me know because I want to put it out there. This is all thanks to Donald Trump. We're going to have a major economic problem occur in the economy, and it's all because of Donald Trump. Thank you, Donald Trump. These people are losing their jobs because of your tariffs, and that's plain and simple. Love you for my Democrats, my MAGAs, my crazies, my cuckoos, and my burned out light bulbs. There'll be many more to come. This is only the beginning. Yep, Trump's going to help bring back America, make America great. Is this working? Is this how you make America great, Donald Trump? I don't think so. I don't think so at all. Not one bit. What do you think? I don't think so.
It was a massive recession indicator that UPS announced today that they are laying off 20,000 UPS workers, citing solely due to the decrease in Amazon packages. So it's like, one, the boycott's working, yay. But two, the looming tariff, well, no, it's not looming, it's fucking here. But these psychotic, insane, batshit tariffs are like drawing everything to a pause, especially today where Amazon like juked them out and was like, oh, we're gonna show the price of tariffs at checkout, and then the White House was like, ah, and they were like, just kidding, but like, were you? But these price of tariff, like now, so boom, 20,000 jobs gone, 20,000 more people unemployed, which has got to be so good for the economy, right? That's gonna make things better.
So I just saw that UPS is getting rid of 20,000 jobs in 70 facilities. At what point do the Republicans go, yeah, we've seen enough, throw in the white towel, it's time to impeach this guy? I mean, how far are they going to let the economy fall? Because they're risking everything at this point. UPS, 20,000 jobs, that's a lot of jobs, and it's not going to be the last. There's going to be another announcement that's going to be thousands, another announcement that's going to be thousands. It's going to get bad, and at what point do you abandon the sinking ship? It's been 100 days, I get that, but you got to be getting close. You got to be getting concerned. But I don't know what's going on through their heads, because they're not going to survive this, just like Trump's not going to survive this. Something's going to happen.
Oh yeah, they gonna keep on coming. We're gonna hear about more mass layoffs. If you think about it, every single week we're hearing about thousands of people losing their jobs, right? The year just started. Trump been in there about 100 days. We fresh off into the second quarter. And look at what's going on. They're applying pressure, a whole lot of pressure. The economy is struggling right now. It's a weak infrastructure. You can't tell me the collapse is not about to happen. Be prepared for more layoffs. Be prepared for price increases. Be prepared for food shortages. We've been warning y'all for years. This ain't no conspiracy no more, is it?
So she said it is a hostile and political act by Amazon. What? You know what I'm talking about? Hold on a second.
So it was reported this morning that Amazon will soon display a little number next to the price of each product that shows how much the Trump tariffs are adding to the cost of each product. So isn't that a perfect, crystal clear demonstration that it's the American consumer and not China who is going to have to pay for these policies?
I will take this, since I just got off the phone with the president about Amazon's announcement. This is a hostile and political act by Amazon. Why didn't Amazon do this when the Biden administration hiked inflation to the highest level in 40 years? And I would also add that it's not a surprise, because as Reuters recently wrote, Amazon has partnered with a Chinese propaganda arm. So this is another reason why Americans should buy American. It's another reason why we are onshoring critical supply chains here at home to shore up our own critical supply chain and boost our own manufacturing here.
Is Jeff Bezos still a Trump supporter?
Look, I will not speak to the president's relationships with Jeff Bezos, but I will tell you that this is certainly a hostile and political action by Amazon.
I really, really wish that Amazon would have been able to go ahead and do that. I mean, we need to see what we're paying. Now, notice she never answered the question as to whether or not that was a direct reflection of the fact that Americans were going to be paying for the tariffs and not China. She never answered that. She deflected. But as of the time of this recording, Amazon pulled back and was like, no, it's not going to happen. Like, we're not going to show them. So here is a little proof about that. Amazon says displaying tariff costs not going to happen after White House blowback, which is really unfortunate, because that would have given the transparency that we need in order to make good buying decisions and to prove that these tariffs we're actually the ones that suffer, and China's like, I don't give a. Now, to me, this seems like a very desperate attempt to try to do some damage control because as of this morning, UPS is cutting 20,000 jobs amid the reduction in Amazon shipments. So could the boycott be working? Could it be that, we as the consumers, we are tired. Like, how much more can you squeeze from us? And the fact that Amazon, you did say that you were going to start showing the price that we would be paying as a result of tariffs, and then right after the White House said what they said, you decided, no, it's probably not going to happen. You know that's going to leave consumers even more mad, because I'm mad as hell. Let me know what you think. What are your thoughts below? Are we thinking or what?
People better stop consuming so much. Save your money, because it might have to save you from a bad situation, from months of unemployment without no income coming in, from starvation, from being homeless. These are crazy events, crazy things to talk about, but we have to talk about it because this is the real, and this is about to be the new norm. They want it so bad that people have no hope left. Trump got to be the one to make it happen. You got to understand, when these presidents get put in position, when they're selected, when the selection is done, because it is not an election, it is the selection. They already know who they're going to put in there. They control it. The elites control it. They control the system. They don't want to lose control of the system. He has people that are in control of him as the president, and they have agendas that they have to carry out. His is, for one, to collapse. He got to bring that in. And he also has to bring in stable coins, cryptocurrency, the new digital monetary system. The old system has to crash so the new system can arrive. Sorry to tell you, if you don't know, now you know. This is what you're seeing. So best invest into ISO 222 coins. Invest into what they're investing into. That way you are on the upside. Invest into precious metals, gold, silver. You see gold making all-time highs.
Well, did you guys hear? Well, looks like another big company is laying off a lot of people again. UPS cutting off 20,000 jobs because they don't think they'll get enough Amazon shipments in due to what I believe are the tariffs, because that's of course impacting everybody. And they're doing this in spite of beating their first quarter profit estimates. Can't stress it enough that what we're going through right now obviously is just the beginning, but it's still so damaging to people's mental health. Like, what am I going to do now? How am I going to take care of my family? How am I going to find another job to replace this job? You know what I'm saying? UPS gets paid quite a bit, or at least some of the people I've heard they pay well, especially for the drivers. They work longer shifts, I guess, but they get paid decently well. I just don't understand, man. I mean, obviously shipments are slowing. People are not getting as many orders. People are not shopping as much because of the uncertainty around the economy. And this is all preventable had Trump not done what he done, which was basically brag and told that I want to slap tariffs on everything. Even though we were like, that's not smart, don't do that, especially when you have no true plan about it. Like, tariffs being this small is one thing, but to astronomically say, I'm targeting you, China, knowing we get all our goods from there mostly, and our allies don't trust us, people around the whole world don't trust us, and they're diverting. And we're still not going to build in the USA because the USA already charges too much. We already expect higher wages. We're already living below what we feel like is too, like we're already living below our means and just making the cost of living much higher, but our wages aren't keeping up. Come on. I mean, you can see they are saying we don't have faith that things are going right. We don't have faith in the big company over here getting shipments, and Amazon doesn't have the faith either, because they're not even going to be able to get stuff, or they're going to have to charge more, so less people are going to be buying. And then you hear the news about Bezos putting on the tariff price, and then I guess Trump called him, and then he took it down. According to what I heard the interview, I said maybe he punked out, and then he said, "Okay, I'm going to take it down." I don't understand how you could be so. I don't understand cowardice like that. You know what I'm saying? Where you're just like, okay, fine. Like I just don't get it. I don't know if he threatened him, like, I'm not gonna do this for you, I'm not gonna do that for you, or you can hang that up, or I don't know. To me, Bezos has the power. But also Trump has a certain type of power, but it's evil. Like Bezos, he's just being greedy, and so is Trump. But to me, Bezos has more power than Trump because he has workers. He has, he's trying to make his own money, keep his own business keep going. And to just say, you know what, I don't want to put on the tariff price, that's crazy to me. The price is still going to be higher. Like, why not make it to where you can see it? And it makes it easier for us to see. Like, to me, Bezos is saying, hey, this isn't my fault that the tariffs are here. I'm dealing with it because I obviously am in bed with this guy. But I don't agree with this part of it because it hurts me, which is sad that it got to hurt you for you to finally wake up and see that this is wrong, or that who you align yourself with is wrong. But he basically was like, hey, I'm going to be transparent and show this tariff price to kind of take my hands off of it. And it lets everybody know, like, hey, this is because of tariffs. This is why it's raised up. This is why the price is so much higher. I mean, it's unbelievable how cowardice these men are. I mean, these are all men. And these are, like, there are women who have to deal with them. Oh, no. Like, it's unbelievable to me. It's just unbelievable. It's the men that are actually being greedy. I'm not saying women don't. But you see them as the ones that's being greedy, but then they turn around and be cowards at the same time. I mean, it's unbelievable how they just, like, tuck it, just a dog tucking their tail in and just running off. It's a shame. It's a shame. They don't get no sympathy from me. It's just terrible how they think that everything was okay, and then when it started hurting them, it was like, oh, wait. Just, it's unbelievable.
Family, let me know what you think about the UPS mass layoffs. We done talked about a lot of different companies, man. Let me know what you think about these ones. Do you run a small business, and do you feel like they're coming for USPS next? What do you think? You think it's about to get bad for small businesses? Drop it below in the comments. I just want to know what y'all think about this video, this topic in general. Family, if you made it to the end of the video, I appreciate you for watching. Peace. And to my Hebrew family, shalom. I'll catch y'all on the next one.